Humans have a center. If you go too far from it, you become mad. For example, this happens to you in anger. When you're angry, you're not angry forever, isn't it? Something in you became the anger. The quality is same, but quantitatively there is a difference. Sometimes you touch madness, sometimes you touch your center where you're relaxed and at ease. We can categorize people into four categories. People with solid identity, people with liquid image, people who are far away from the center, and people who are at the center. A person with solid identity, who knows he's a doctor, engineer, saint, who knows who he is and never moves from there. A person with a liquid image, poets, painters, singers, sometimes they're just normal, sometimes they just go mad. A person who is just mad, they have gone outside themselves. A person who stays at the center, Buddha, Christ, Krishna, and many more. The fourth category, in their consciousness, there's no tension, no effort, no desire. They don't want to become anything. They're at ease with their being. They just do what's needed. No desires, eh? Does this mean they will not eat or sleep? Well, they will not project their desires. They will not eat tomorrow. They will eat today. Wait, eating tomorrow? What do you mean? While you're eating today, your mind will be moving somewhere else. You don't live in the moment. You constantly move instead. So, they just eat today. There's no cerebral eating. They never think of eating. Don't think they're not normal. In hot sun, they're going to perspire too. In cold winds, they'll feel cold too. But it happens always in the present, never in the future. Touching the center. There might have been some moments where you touch the center. You're in love. You have been longing to meet your beloved. When the person comes, the mind cannot think. It simply stops for a moment. In that moment, you are thrown back to yourself. Unless a lover can throw you into yourself, it's not love. Unless you become yourself in the presence of your beloved, it's not love. Unless mind completely ceases to function in the presence of the lover, it's not love. You may desire for love, but love is desireless. When love happens, there is no becoming, nowhere to go, no desire. But since most of us belong to the first and second category, it happens only for a few moments, if it all happens. Because once the moment happens, when you're with your beloved, after a moment, your mind starts thinking, will it be the same tomorrow? The moment mind starts working, you moved again into becoming. Sometimes when you're really tired, you cannot go anywhere at that moment. It's possible that you would touch the center as well. Expectations. In any situation when mind ceases functioning, you are at your center. So, mind doesn't work for those who live at the center? That's not the point. Mind will become your slave when you touch the center. You decide what your mind has to do, not the other way around. These are usually very few moments for us. They happen spontaneously. They are impossible to be repeated. You loved someone. In the first meeting, your mind ceased for a few moments, and then you got married. So, why did you get married? To repeat those beautiful moments again and again. But they're not happening. Why? The whole situation is different. When two persons meet for the first time, they're so overwhelmed by it, by the new life, by the new experience. It happens spontaneously, without your control. When mind starts functioning again, it thinks, I should get married, I want this every day. After marriage, you're not new, there's no spontaneity. Now, love is a routine. Love has become a duty, not fun. It was fun in the beginning, but now it's a duty. A duty cannot give you the same bliss that fun can give. This is not just in marriage. You would think a guru is your man. After going there, when it becomes a routine, you would think that maybe the first experience was hallucination. I must have been hypnotized or something, it was not real. It was real, but your routine mind makes it unreal. So, what now? Should we change the situation so that we can get the same experience? There is no need. You just shouldn't allow the mind to create the pattern. Then, your wife, your husband, your master, your friend will be new every day. Do not allow mind to create a pattern of expectations. Do not allow mind to move in the future. Mind needs past, the accumulated experience, the projected experience. Life needs the present. These next three methods are about feeling the ease so that you can touch the center whenever you want. Love. Method number 10. While being caressed, sweet princess, enter the caress as everlasting life. This is concerned with love. A tense man cannot love because a tense man always lives with a purpose. He can earn money, but he cannot love because love has no purpose. Love is not something you can accumulate. You cannot strengthen your ego out of it. If you think about love, it's really absurd. There's no meaning beyond it, no purpose beyond it. It just exists. That is why love is so near to meditation. That is why death is also so near to meditation. You cannot die in future. It's always here and now. Death, love, meditation, they all occur in the present. So, if you're afraid of death, you cannot really love. If you're afraid of love, you cannot really meditate. If you're afraid of meditation, your life won't feel any bliss. Lovers are referred to as blind and mindless people because there's no calculation involved, no consideration of past or future. So, are they careless? Is it a good thing to just love? Understand that we are talking about love of a matured mind. What we generally refer to as love is not love. It should be referred to as mere attraction. There's calculation involved in that. You want certain things and so you love. That's not love. Method talks about everlasting life. It means the present moment. If you're in love, there's no past, no future. What's left is everlasting. Jesus was once asked, "What happens in the kingdom of God?" He replied, "There shall be time no longer." Because time is horizontal, from past to future. But the present moment, the kingdom of God, is vertical. It's always there. It's eternal. You just have to move away from the time, from the horizontal line, to get onto it. So love is the first door. Through love, you can move away from the horizontal, from time into the present moment. While in love, if you're still there, then you're in time. This is false love. In love, you become the loving. When you caress, you become the caressing. When you embrace, you become the embrace. Forget the ego completely. Become the act. In fact, this is similar to method number 9, but it's really different. There is no concept of love in method number 9. Add love to it, it's a completely different experience altogether. Sex must not remain as sex. It has to become love. If it doesn't, then it's crude and animalistic. It becomes crippled. If it doesn't transform, then it's ugly. It must be transformed to love. It is an innocent energy, life flowing in you. Don't cripple it. Allow it to move forward. Allow it to become love. So, what's the difference? If your mind is sexual, you're exploiting the other one. The other one is just an instrument for you to use and throw away. When it becomes love, the other is not really the other. You're both joined in a deep experience. There is no exploiter, there is no exploited. You're helping each other to move into a deeper experience. If that movement is not momentary, if that movement becomes meditative, that is, if you could forget yourself and the lover completely, there's only love flowing. You become the loving. That is the goal of this method.